money's right here.
Looking at?
That's a brochure for the Alpine Chalet. Next week, Christian and I will be hitting the slopes and hitting on the babes.
Well, as long as he's not hitting on me.
Where is the big guy?
No, I'll be here in a second. He just went out to buy a pair of goggles.
Is it me or is it hot in here?
Christian, how'd you pay for all that stuff?
It was the money you gave me.
That money was for the whole trip. You were just supposed to buy goggles.
Goggles, I knew I forgot something.
Sit down, Frosty. As soon as we're done with lunch, return all this and getting our money back.
Can I at least keep the... This cheese.
What do you want, Ashley?
I want a date.
Come on, Ash. It's not that bad. Guys ask you out.
Yes, but when they find out I'm the headmaster's daughter, they don't show up.
Your problems are over. Your father's nowhere in sight, and the guy over at table 6 just bought you this Coke.
He did? Well, he is rather distinguished, but I draw the line at the age of 65.
No, that's table 6. He's much cuter.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go talk to him, girl.
No, I couldn't. It would be too forward, too desperate.
He's leaving.
Hey, you! Coke boy! Freeze! I don't mean to be forward, but I couldn't let you leave without thanking you for the refreshing beverage and asking you out for Saturday night.
On a date? With you? That would be cool.
Hello. How's my favorite daughter?
But completely out of the question.
Well, if Saturday is bad, then what day is good for you?
The day he isn't your father.
Why were you talking to Mr. Brown?
He was a potential date until he found out I was your daughter.
Good. You're too young to be getting involved with boys.
But all the other girls date.
I'm not concerned with the other girls. Besides, you'll have plenty of time to date after I'm dead.
And he didn't seem to care at all.
It's a deal.
And, you guys are toast?
Oh, you couldn't make toast.
Guess what? The most wonderful thing has happened. A boy asked me out on a date.
And he knows who your father is.
Absolutely. And he didn't seem to care at all.
And this is a real boy, not someone you made up?
He's a very real boy. He's sweet, he's tall, and he's very handsome. Ta-ta.
She made him up.
Well, here we are.
This is the part where we say goodnight, isn't it?
Yes. I truly had a wonderful time. So, good night.
A handshake? That doesn't seem appropriate for two people who've had so much fun together.
Really? What did you have in mind?
Oh, I don't know.
Are you suggesting we kiss?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. But yes.
You don't know how much I'd love to kiss you, but, well, a gentleman should never kiss a lady on a first date.
Please. You sound just like my father.
I should. He's the one who told me to. Oops.
All right, Chad, spill it.
Okay, it was your father. He wanted to make sure you dated someone he approved of, so he picked me.
How could you, Chad?
Well, actually, my name isn't Chad. It's Bernie. Your father thought Chad would be more suitable.
Believe my father did this. He's impossible.
He's really quite generous. He promised me an extra day of spring break.
Goodbye, Bernie.
Will you tell your dad I got you back by 9?
Get out!
He bribed a guy to date you?
Whoa. Mr. Elliot crossed some weird line here.
Precisely
hates.
But that would really upset him.
Hello, Ashley. That's the point.
That's a wonderful idea. But how does a person get a boyfriend on a moment's notice?
One doesn't. Just get some old toad to act like your boyfriend to push your dad's buttons. Right. You gotta find the perfect toad.
But who?
Will you leave me alone?
But it's cheap.
I don't care how cheap it is. I make it a policy not to buy frozen seafood from you or any of my students.
But it's excellent catfish.
No fish.
Okay, no fish. How about a rump roast?
Lazzarini.
Going to date the most obnoxious boy at school to upset my father.
How much you paying?
I was thinking $75.
$78.50, I'm your man.
It's a deal. The bistro, 8 o'clock, and don't forget to be annoying.
Please, I'm a professional.
Father, Mr. Prey.
Ashley, my dear, you're looking wonderful this evening. So sorry your beau was unable to join us.
Oh, he's here. Father, I'd like to introduce you to the love of my life. My new boyfriend.
Who loves you, baby?
Mr. Lazzarini,
What's happening?
I think they call it a heart attack.
You know, Miss Elliot, I gotta thank you for having a daughter that makes me sweat.
Remember,
Worry about riding an elephant through Kmart.
No, I didn't make that up. You should have seen the cleanup in aisle 12. Yep, I've done a lot of strange stuff.
I find it fascinating. I lead such a boring, dull life.
Well, a lot of people never been on an elephant before.
I've never been to Kmart. I could sit and listen to your stories for hours. You are so funny, Lazzarini. And so smart.
Smart. With the way I talk?
With the way you talk. I find it utterly charming.
Charming. That's a first. Charming Lazzarini. Charming. Yeah. I like the sound of that.
You know, Laz, sometimes when you hang out with people, you see sides of them you didn't know were there. For instance, a little Italian guy you've known for a long time suddenly looks different to you.
Oh, maybe that's because the rash on my neck cleared up.
Yes, that's probably it. You know, I never properly thanked you for everything you did tonight.
Ah, don't mention it.
I hope so.
I saw war. I saw moving. I saw.
So.
Father, about last night. That little display was all done just to make a point.
What point? That Mr. Lazzarini can do the tango with a 5-pound lobster?
No. I just told you he was my boyfriend to upset you because you never let me choose my own date.
So Mr. Lazzarini was never the object of your affection?
No, he never was.
Oh, thank heavens.
But he is now.
Oy. Let me understand this correctly. At first, you wished to date Mr. Lazzarini to upset me. Now you wish to date him because...
Because I really care for him.
Ah, I see. If you'll excuse me for a moment. Now, where were we?
Father, please. I'm almost 18 and am old enough to make my own decisions about whom I date.
I wish your mother were here. She was always so good at these things. I'm afraid you're going to make a mistake.
How else will I learn?
You're right, Ashley. I guess it is time. If it's Mr. Lazzarini you wish to date, then so be it.
Thank you, Father. Now all I have to do is tell him. I'm so glad I found you.
Hey, what's going on, Ashley?
I just wanted to tell you that I talked to my father and we won. He said I could date anyone I wish.
Wow, that's great. So you got everything you wanted.
Well, almost. There's this person I really like, but I haven't had the nerve to tell him I want to date him.
Funny. There's someone special in my life, too, but I hadn't had the guts to tell her either.
Really? Who?
Well, she's beautiful, blonde, and she has the most adorable accent.
Oh, Laz.
Yes, her name is Ingrid Swenson.
Oh,
So what's your boyfriend's name?
Heinz Ketchup. Oh, it's...
Ketchupowitz. I think he's in my math class.
I almost forgot I owe you the money for dating me.
Nah, keep it. I had a blast. Maybe we can double date sometime.
Yes, that would be fun.
All right.
Do you want to order now, or do you want to wait for your boyfriend to come back?
He's not my boyfriend. And he's not coming back.
Well, in that case, how'd you like to go out sometime?
What?
Well, I've seen you around the cafe, and I think you're great.
Just so you know, I'm Mr. Elliot's daughter.
That's nice, but who's Mr. Elliot?
Don't you go to the American Academy?
No?
Well, then, how about tonight at 8?
Great.
It's a date.